Hi, this is D.A. Randall, thriller writer, and I'm giving a quick indie author tip. Last weekend, we lost TikTok, which was devastating to a lot of indie author businesses, especially people who had been building up their entire business by promoting and making connections through TikTok and even selling books or products through TikTok Shop. Suddenly, it was all just gone. And then miraculously, it came back the next day, which was great for all of those people, especially. But it begs the question, what if something like that happens again? And the answer is, it will. Not necessarily with TikTok, but with other resources or social media apps that we rely on. So when you start any kind of a business, a lot of times you might have a savvy person ask you, so you want to start a business. Now, what will you do if this happens? What will you do if your thing you're relying on falls through? And if you can answer those questions, they might be convinced that your business will survive. You have to have some sort of a backup plan because you're going to end up needing it. When you start a business as an indie author or artist, there are a lot of resources and people that you end up relying on for printing, for recording, for publishing, distributing, designing, and promoting. So at some point, some of those resources, maybe all of them, are going to change or even disappear. You will have a publisher, printer that's no longer available to do the things you need them to do, or you have an artist that you rely on to do book covers for you, and they've fallen very sick or have a family emergency and they're not available for months, or they just decide they don't want to be doing this anymore and they shut down their business, leaving you with no one to do that work. What do? You're going to have to find someone else or some other company that can do that for you. So one thing that's good is we can start doing that now, even while we have great resources in place that are doing the things we really want them to do. It's good to know what else is out there so that if something happens, what will we do? How do we adapt and pivot so that we can keep producing and keep moving forward? I recently started using a new social media app, which I wasn't that sure about. I wasn't too interested in at first, but I saw some other writers using it and I thought I'd try it out. And it turns out to be a really nice app. It's not something I'm going to heavily rely on right now, but it's good to have that so that if something happens like what happened with TikTok, I might end up using that a lot more heavily in order to keep things moving and keep myself in front of people. So whatever you do as an independent business, as an independent artist or author, have other resources in place so that if the worst thing happens, you are not going to be completely left in the lurch. Because no matter what we do and no matter how great our resources are that we've found, things will change.